So now hanging them together, if the bear gets it, he gets like the jackpot. Most of the trees out here look like this or they look burned. So we're just gonna have to do the best we can. The main thing is we're getting our food out of our tent so the bear cannot come attack us for our food. There they go. It's not gonna be a great hang, but they're not in the tent with us at least. I don't know if you can see those eyes glowing, but it just got the bejesus scared out of me because it's a deer. I just knew that bear had gotten us. Go and get, I said. Yeah, I about crapped my pants, but I think I about made that deer crap her pants too. She needs some sunglasses. Fancy's paws are doing really well. I've been monitoring them and putting her shoes on when we're in warm, rocky areas where it could tear her feet up. In the snow, not so much because I want her to get a good grip there, but I put some of this on her paws last night. They just looked a little dry, and I thought that it couldn't hurt to hydrate them a little bit, but she definitely doesn't lack when I put this on her paws, but they looked good and supple this morning. Oh, you're gonna do push-ups. 1 and... We found an old hacker text. Looks like X, maybe A or X something B. And then it looks like something 45, maybe a time. I don't know. It's not for us, I don't reckon. Fancy's feeling artistic this morning. She's making us some yellow snow. Mom is violating Fancy with a dryer sheet. She says it helps the bugs. I've heard that, never tried it. Apparently something brushed past that little twig that smells really good. I wish she could tell us everything she smells. I feel bad for her though. She's like, wow, y'all haven't bathed in a few days. From 90 to 0 in about 3 seconds. I started thinking about it, and I wish that before we came out here that I had worked on toughening Fancy's pads on her feet, just taking her on even more walks in the neighborhood so she could be on sidewalk or asphalt. And I don't mean like hot asphalt, but just having her on something other than carpet, hardwood floors, and grass. Her toe pads they seem to be doing fine, but I've been rotating between her shoes and then having her walk barefooted. I think that if I was gonna take a dog on a long distance section hike, or even on a through hike, first of all, I don't think I would take one on a through hike, but if I did, or if somebody else did, I would suggest starting really early to give their feet time to adjust and, just their bodies, especially if you have a dog that's not getting out all the time. So we've been doing really well with doing short days. The longest day we've done is a 7.4 mile day. So, or work on toughening their pads and go on some day hikes and things like that ahead of time. There will be days where you don't feel well, but there will also be days where they don't feel well, and they deserve days off too, just like you do when they are not feeling up to the challenge. So the thing that I've kept in mind this whole time is that I'm choosing to be out here, but she's having to be out here because I brought her out here. Now, do I think that she's enjoying it and that she seems to be less anxious out here, and that this is like good exercise and a good experience for us? Yes, for sure. But just taking it slow and giving them time to adjust, giving them breaks with their packs or without their packs, starting out and stuff like that, I think is really important. They look good though. I don't See anything that looks wonky. And this is some trail engineering. So old black dog has some shade. She's not sure about that. Wait, is it twisted on there tight? Okay, and then the arms, you can't sit a pot on it like that, right? Hey, oh, you can't sit it like that on that either. Yep. Yeah, make sure they're all flat. I think they are. Is it flat? Because when you set that pot on there, if it's not flat. Those stoves have a mind of their own, so. Yeah. Came down a side trail for water. It says water 50 yards, but thanks to the snow melt, there's water in about 50 feet. Does she look humiliated?
Yep. She does.
Now. Only filtered water for your body. I believe that right up there in that saddle is where we are finally going to stop for the night. May, you ready for the kennel? Look in the can. Mom, you ready for the kennel?
Yes.
Do you still like the snow?
Hell no.
She just shimmied up the dirt there. We both did, so we could avoid this hunk of snow right here that goes straight down there. And we're climbing on the inside of it and then going across another one right there. I'm sorry, it's not funny. Is it okay? Now you know what I think of when I think of snow on the trail. When you curse the snow, there's always more. Point 1 to the campsite. Hopefully this is the last snow patch. Not prime real estate, but when you're ready to stop, you're ready to stop. Mom said, I don't care how flat it is. We're just gonna set up. Fancy, you wanna get in the kennel? Come on, come on. Come on, baby. Fancy. Tonight we are camped out in a burn area where apparently some folks have seen a bear recently. So I'm gonna try to hang our bags right over that limb. Again, it's not great, and this would be a good situation for an air sack. But I keep saying I'm gonna try one of those. I should have this trip. Got my rock sack filled with rocks on my bear cord. Here we go. Oh, crap. All right, I got it on the very top branch there. Only took a few tries. Oh no! They go. Mishap number 1. That happens, that's why I'm laughing. Can you see how easy that is to tip? It's funny.
It's not.
No use crying over
spilled water.
If it had been coffee in it, if there had already been coffee in it, we could cry.
You want to dance?
Checking out her underside, and I don't see anywhere where the pack is rubbing her or anything like that. Let me see. The underarms look good. I think her's doing good with the harness. We're gonna give her a break from the pack today since it's the last day into town, but I am gonna let her wear her harness. Oh, whoo! It attacked that ant, I think. See, this looks like, definitely like bear doo-doo, but that other doo-doo.
Ew,
ew, no!
Get your nose out of it.
Is that a bear? Where is it? Where's the bear? I'm sorry.
Did you come down there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I know, what's worse, loose snow or loose gravel?
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know exactly what to expect from the stretch. I knew, of course, that there was going to be some snow, but when I came through this area last time, I could barely see anything for the smoke. So I just couldn't tell how pretty everything was. And of course, didn't have as much water. It was a pretty dry-ish stretch because there was no snow melt. So this section has really turned out to be nice, and we've gotten a little bit of everything. So the snow worked out nicely so that we had more water. And it's funny how some of the things that you think might be so terrible end up actually being pretty great after all.
Yeah.
What is she doing? Like, she turns her face all weird.
Like she wants to go pee.
Are you broken? You got this, Mom.
Especially now that you're videoing, because I certainly can't fall and have you show that to the world.
Good. So you work well under pressure.
Dad.
Ooh. Nancy, you make this look so easy.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cold.
I just ran into a fella named Overkill who is southbound this year. He did the Camino when he was 18 and said that he thought it was really an adventure of a lifetime, and it was, but he said now going southbound on the PCT this year with all the snow and craziness that this truly is an adventure of a lifetime. But he said that through backpacking this year and just kind of thinking about life in general, that because of that, he's been inspired to start his own business when he gets home. And I think his aim is to get people outdoors that he can kind of help along with ATVs carrying some of their stuff or whatever, and just help more people get out there that might not otherwise. And I just think that that's incredible. And we kind of talked about it for a little bit and how life is too short, and it seems like people take the easy way out because there's less resistance and certainly less risk that way. Taking risks like starting your own business or going on a through hike, I mean, certainly you can fail at those things, but at least when you get to the end of your life, you don't have regrets for not trying. It doesn't even have to be something as crazy as starting your own business or doing a through hike. It could be just anything, just constantly learning and putting yourself outside of your comfort zone to do something different. I'm just convinced that life is about more than just going to work Monday through Friday and coming home and sitting in your pajamas all weekend and wishing for more, because wishing for more gets you nothing, but putting yourself out there and trying new things is at least what I think it's all about. Wait for me. Oh, you fancy. Oh, wait. Okay, thank you.